Sam's first day as a pizza delivery driver is not going to plan. At the end of a long day and not enough tips, her last delivery turns out to be for a group of Satanists looking for someone to sacrifice. Now in a fight for her life, Sam must fend off witches, evil spells, and demonic creatures, all while trying to keep her body and soul intact. Satanic Panic is directed by Chelsea Stardust and written by Ted Gagan and Grady Hendrix, the latter of which, Grady Hendrix, is the main reason why I wanted to watch this in the first place. I know for a fact that I've talked about Grady Hendrix multiple times on this channel. He is one of my favorite newer horror authors, great writer. So when I hear something like he co-wrote a horror movie, you best believe I'm gonna watch it. I actually have seen this movie once already though. I watched it in September, I think. I just didn't have the time or room in my schedule to post a video for it. I probably mentioned it in my September recap, to be honest, but now that I'm kind of like playing catch up this month with a whole bunch of movies that I missed talking about, I wanted to give this a full review, and I wanted to give it a second watch also, especially since I complain about Satanic Panic, the phenomenon, not the movie, the phenomenon, all the time, because it's responsible for the whole idea of witch equals Satan worshiper. I mean, it's just such an outdated idea, and I know you guys have heard me complain about it all the time when it's still portrayed that way now, like right now. Doesn't make any sense anymore. I do, however, like the way this is portrayed in Satanic Panic, the movie. Yeah. I feel like the movie was almost a little bit self-reflective. Like it seemed like it was definitely making fun of the idea of Satanic Panic and the idea of like a coven of witches being Satan worshippers. Like, so the coven are all of these like yuppies of like the boomer Gen X persuasion are running around and sacrificing their own children, which are obviously like millennials, Zoomers. So I mean, there's definitely a lot to dissect and discuss with this movie if you want to look a little bit deeper. It's definitely a topical discussion. It's definitely timely, but it's also just like a fun movie. If you don't want to dissect it and look deeper into it, you can just watch it and have a fun time, because I think it's funny. You know, it may not be everyone else's sense of humor, but I think it's funny. I think the characters are great. The cast is phenomenal, to be honest. Our main character, Sam, is just a great character, which I'm not surprised, because I know I've said this before when talking about Grady Hendrix. He is probably one of the best male authors I've read, or at least read multiple examples of his work. Like, he's just really good at creating believable, relatable female characters, and this movie is no exception. I love Sam right off the bat. Like I said, she's super relatable. I mean, just even on the level of like having worked in food service before, like you feel for her. Like even if you weren't necessarily a pizza delivery driver ever, if you've ever worked in food service or retail, you automatically feel a kinship with Sam and you're rooting for her. And that's, at least in my opinion, a kind of crucial foundation for a horror movie or whatever have you. Like, you want to be afraid for at least one character, because if you don't care about what happens to them, you know, it changes your viewing experience, at least for me. It's just a fun movie. Like I said, you can look deeper if you want to, but it's just on the, like, you can just watch it surface level fun. It's funny. Definitely gory if you're not into like intestines and gross things like that. Maybe this movie isn't for you. It's not all over the movie, but there are some pretty choice scenes involving like intestines and body parts, which are pretty awesome. An especially good movie for like a movie night with friends to like watch over beer and pizza. Definitely, you have to eat pizza while you're watching this. I feel like it's like a requirement. So I enjoyed this a little bit more on my second watch. I believe the first time I saw it, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. This time around, I'm gonna give it a 4. Enjoyed it just a little bit more. On IMDb, it has a 5.5 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 61% critic score and a 50% audience score. And on Letterboxd, it has a 2.9 out of 5. And at least from you guys that I follow, it looks like a lot of variation. So this is definitely one that's like kind of not for everybody. Anything that I said sounded interesting to you, you might like this. It's hard to tell. If you've already seen Satanic Panic, which I know a lot of you guys already have, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you can ring that notification bell down there to maybe be notified every time I post a video. It's not very reliable. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye! This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed here. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep yourself, you can check out that link in the description. There's a whole bunch of fun links in the description, so you can follow me on all my social media, Goodreads, Letterboxd, all that good stuff, so make sure you check out the description box. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye!